Alrighty. So I've been putting this off for a long time. I'm back. And so I don't know if I ever shared the news. I really should probably go look through all my old videos. But yeah, I am transgender. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long hiatus for all the 8 of you that are still on my channel. Actually, I think it's less than that. Oh well, not gonna care. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and give a quick little update to basically where I'm at in life. This isn't really going to be that long of a video considering I have a rabbit right next to me. And it's just like a human, he loves to poop and fling it around. Fun, right? So yeah, just a quick little catch-up type thing. This is basically just like a precursor to what I'm trying to do. Hopefully soon I can go ahead and get my hands on an actual laptop so I can go ahead and do my fun little things online and actually fix a good looking video. So yeah, basically I'm just going to go ahead and catch us up for a minute. Originally I was going by Mario and now I am going by Muddy. So just knock off the O, sharpen the R, and you got me. So I have been on estrogen, the injectables. I personally have tried the pills for a minute, but I didn't necessarily see how well they work. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going straight to the injectables. And then I do take testosterone blocker pills. Those are the only pills I take, which actually I need to go ahead and take some right now. But, and now you can hear my dog breathing through the door to get to the rabbit. Fun little zoo I got going on right now. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and try and revamp my page. I'll go ahead and like lock up my old videos. I actually have a lot planned for the next year coming up, and I do want to go ahead and be a little more on the ball in regards to keeping you guys on English. To keeping it on board. There we go. I want you guys to go ahead and follow me. So back in 2017, I was actually, well, end of 16 to beginning of 17, I was actually trying to let y'all know that I was actually seeing an endocrinologist to go ahead and get my first prescription. There we go, because I can speak English apparently. To go ahead and get my first prescription of depo-estradiol so that I can go ahead and start hormone. And then February of 2017 was actually when I started. And a lot has happened. I'm not really going to get into all the nitty-gritty information because, I mean, who needs a real tearjerker right this very second? So, yeah, so I went ahead and started my testosterone blockers. Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was actually trying to use. And then my estradiol, I take that every other week. 2 mLs straight to the thighs. Apparently, that's the only way that my body likes to actually take it. But aside from that, I went from living in Michigan to living in Texas. I'm living out in the country now, so country boy, I love you. You know, it's just a little throwback to the Vines back in them days. R.I.P. Yeah. But yeah. And then aside from that, I did want to go ahead and basically like hop into it. This will be my first video, obviously, in like 2 years. Oof. So I'll do a quick little story time. That way, if y'all want to go ahead and pop right back to this video, or if at some point down the line I actually talk about it again and I get new followers and you guys don't know where I came from, this will basically be like a little refresher type thing. So as of July 2019, I am 22 years old, have been on testosterone blockers and estrogen since 2017. Um, saying it like that does not sound like it's been a long time, but it feels like it. Uh, but I've known that I was transgender since the middle of 2016. I was actually dating my first boyfriend. I won't mention his name unless he wants me to, but all we gotta know is that I was very happy in my relationship. Very happy. But it was basically how I view my relationships is what I like to see and what I like to feel. And well, with him, I felt amazing. I loved the attention he gave me, the validation he gave me. That was my first homosexual relationship for the longest I was living as a male. So fast forward to November, December, that's when I was going through the motions, trying to figure out what exactly I should do about my transition. I didn't necessarily talk with him about it. I kind of kept it to myself. I did a lot of cross-dressing, which my grandma actually watched and kind of supported from the sideline, so I really appreciate that. I came out publicly in New Year's of 2017, and that got me a little backlash from my dad. So I had to move out. And well, with that being said, I didn't have too much support, I guess, myself. I couldn't financially support myself here in Michigan for too long. So I stayed with a friend until July. June. It was June because I had to leave the day after my nephew's birthday. Which that was an emotional roller coaster itself. But yeah, so I told my now ex-boyfriend back in Valentine's, I guess you can say, around Valentine's, a couple weeks before, I guess, that I was transgender. He was supportive, but he did basically say that he loves me, but he'll basically want out after I have the surgery. And well, in my head, how I think is, well, if a relationship has an expiration date, why keep it? So I decided to go ahead and end it, and I've been single since, up until earlier this year. I finally had my first relationship as a transgender woman, and that one had its many downs. He was an amazing guy. Excuse you, Pooch. He was an amazing guy, but we just weren't right for each other. So since then, that was Valentine's of 2019. We are in July of 2019, and I am single. So that is that. But major developments in my gender confirming surgeries and name changes and everything like that. I just filed information to go ahead and get my surgery date scheduled, my laser hair removal on track, and then I just put in paperwork today to get my name and gender marker legally changed. So I'm really excited, and yeah. And so in August of 2019, I'm going to be going back to school, and this will also be the first time I go back to school as a female. And I'm literally shaking in my boots. Because before I would probably just do makeup when I would go to school back in 2017, and that was daring for me. I would cross-dress when I went to work. And while I was working as a at-home caretaker, so it was fairly lenient as long as the clients didn't care. And for the most part, they didn't. They really supported me. They loved my personality, and they knew. They just really knew, basically, with how I did my makeup and everything like that. So they were just like, she's a woman, Mari. That's a woman. So with that being said, 2019 is basically beginning to be a very developmental year. with my name change, my starting actually on my gender confirming surgeries, laser hair removal to go ahead and coincide with the surgeries and everything like that. So I am very excited, and I just hope you guys can stick around. This is going to be an unedited video because I just want to go ahead and send something out to y'all. So y'all get to hear my pooch behind the door trying to cry to get my attention to come eat the rabbit over here. So, oh well. But yeah, I am in San Antonio, Texas. Well, in a city outskirts, country city outskirts type thing. But I'm basically in San Antonio almost every other day. And yeah. What I'm planning for this channel, not only is it trying to be like, I'm actually planning on it being like a little family vlog. I actually am related to the creators of the J&E show. Those are my cousins, and hopefully you guys will see a lot of collaboration. We actually did try to film something last year, but I'm terrible with content. I am not a content queen, so YOLO. But yeah, pretty much I'm trying to be like an educational, family oriented, musically guided, I guess you could say. But yeah, I am actually trying to make this an all around inviting nature type thing. So you may see some makeup tutorials, some challenges between me and the J&E show. And then you may go ahead and see a couple actual educational videos. I'll see what I can pull up in regards to materials when it comes to educating. Obviously, I do want to go ahead and make sure that I follow the guidelines of YouTube. So that's just going to take me a minute to go ahead and do all my research and everything like that. So again, my name is Mari, and thank you.